Hey everybody, welcome to my channel again. This is Joe Jaguar. I was going to make a couple videos this week. One was going to be about how to align an EQ mount, polar align that is, and then how to keep it polar aligned while you swing your telescope tube to the south to look at the planets. So I just answered that question this morning on forums, Stargazers Lounge. But I've also heard that before elsewhere, other forums where people just don't understand, especially new people, how do you polar align and then look south. They don't realize that all EQ mounts, no matter if it's reflector, refractor, you're going to have some weird angles that the scope is going to be looking at. So most people think you just twist the whole thing over and then you kill your polar alignment. So I was thinking I'm going to do 2 to 3 videos a week until I get enough content on there where I think people will be satisfied, or at least till I have some decent content that I think is enough. Then I might drop down to 1 video a week. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that now. I think this weekend I'll probably, I'm going to show you, I just got my moonlight focuser for my Takahashi TSA 102. So I think I was pretty excited about that. I just opened it up because I wasn't sure when am I going to do the video for it, today, Saturday or Sunday. So I just wanted to take a quick peek at this guy, and man, it's pretty big. But I wanted to show you this to you guys. I'm also thinking today's going to be clear. Maybe what I'll do is I was thinking, instead of doing the 2 videos that I was thinking of doing, maybe I'll test the 6-inch Skywatcher F8 EvoStar 150 ED and actually see, because my last video I haven't really tested it, and I wanted to do that. So today looks like it's going to be clear. The moon is in a quarter phase, or almost a quarter phase, so maybe I'll do these 2 and I'll do the polar alignment and other things next weekend. So let me show you the box that it came in. Now, so this is my focuser for the Takahashi 102, and I didn't think just a focuser was going to be in such a huge box. Now, if I can show you a regular 2-inch Crayford focuser, so as you can see, something I was expecting maybe a box half that size, and this big thing came. Now, it wasn't cheap, this guy. I mean, everybody knows that I'm going to angle it down so you can see the box and the focuser. You don't really need to see me anyway. Of course, we know the Moonlight and the Feather Touch they're really expensive focusers. Altogether it was $521 American. So when I got my credit card bill, it already came. Well, I didn't get any bill, but I got the email that came in, through my bank. I was saying once the conversion was done, it was like $709 Canadian. So it's like, wow, that's pretty expensive. Now, considering I don't even know if next week or the week after I'll get a customs bill, because that could still happen. Get a customs bill for $100 or $200. So hopefully not, because then that's a pretty expensive purchase just for a focuser. So again, this box is pretty big, man. I wasn't expecting something like that. It does come with some other papers of explaining adapters and I guess all the products that Moonlight has. So let's get this guy out. Again, I did peek. I was just too excited not to peek, so sorry about that. So I did do that. I got it in the red version because I just wanted something a little different than just all black. So as you can see, this guy is huge. It is very smooth, and here's a 2-inch adapter. I'm pretty impressed by this. Now let's see if I can take this guy out and See if I can do it quickly. So let me just, as you can see, let me angle it down a bit more. Let's just see if I can thread. That does not sound good. Now, this original Takahashi focuser, you know, I'm going to be honest. This is the 2.7 rack and pinion. Now, you could, I don't know if you could see the bottom here. There is a tension here. You can pull this out, and then you could, you know, do the tension up or down. I find, you know, I'm pretty disappointed with Takahashi because, as you know, most people, when they hear the name, it's pretty much the best that you can get. You know, similar to Tech, Astrophysics, and Teleview. So I'm actually pretty disappointed with the Takahashi focusers. They're, I would say, par. I mean, with a telescope that's that expensive, this 4-inch Canadian is like $4,000. And that's again with no bar, no rings or nothing. And the focuser to me is just barely par. Now my 120, it comes with the dual speed, and even that, I've tried to fool around with the tension, try to get it a little more smoother, and it just doesn't. It's, I guess, it has a lot of friction, no matter what you do. So even that, I find that, you know, Takahashi should just make a deal with Moonlight or Feather Touch or whatever they want, order it by the thousand, and put it in their, you know, on their scope, and I bet you it would be, you know, because the optics are probably, you know, close to the best there is, and then you have a focuser that's just subpar, or even if it is par, it's just not good enough, you know what I mean? So, gee, that's going on fairly easy, and fairly smooth. So I think, you know, with the Takahashi, I'm sorry, they're, you know, I love Takahashi, one of my favorite brands, but your focusers just need, I don't know, they just need to do something about it. They need to make a contract with somebody else, let somebody else do that work for them, and there you go. Now you have a Takahashi. Now I just have to screw down the flange there so it stays there, so with the hex screw, and there you go, Takahashi with a large format, 2.5-inch focuser there with a dual speed. I believe it's a 10-to-1 reduction. You have two finder bases here. One is made for the attack, of course, and then the other one could, you know, I haven't really tried what will fit on here, but I don't really use regular 8x50 finders, 9x50, whichever one, straight through or right angle. I just prefer to put a Telrad. I'm probably going to put a Telrad or a Rigel. I'm not sure yet. I got both. Depending on what scope, you know, the larger ones I put the Telrad, the smaller scopes I put the Rigel. So I still have to decide. So that's what a Takahashi with a Moonlight focuser, and I just chose the red color just to give it a little bling. Now maybe I'll test that as well tonight and compare it to, but I mean it feels pretty much smooth to me. And here is the, oh, okay, so this one is, how does this sucker come on? You twist it off? Well, that's weird. I thought it'd be like, okay, for 2-inch, and then, okay, so you have to actually thread it on. Okay, so that's for the 1.25 diagonal, and then that one was for the 2-inch. Okay, so I'm probably just going to leave my Antares dielectric on, so I'll have to put this guy back on. So it does slips on and then screws on, I guess, for a tighter fit. There we go. And then just lock that down. And that's it, guys. So let me see what my next video this weekend is going to be. I might just test this guy out, or I might test the 6-inch Evo Star. So that's about it.